Have you ever had that moment when the answer just appeared? Okay, you weren't searching for it, you weren't analyzing every possible outcome, but in this quiet, unexpected moment, like a whisper, just loud enough to hear. Maybe it happened through a conversation, or someone's words got stuck in your head, or maybe it was a dream that felt so real it just stayed with you. Maybe it was a lyric in the song, a sentence in a book, a phrase overheard from a stranger. But it was exactly what you needed to hear in order to figure things out, in order to get the clarity, in order to understand the truth of the situation. There's something about today that feels like that kind of energy. A moment where clarity just, it's not through force, but it's through feeling, it's through our intuition, it's through our heart center. It's through our emotions and our feelings. Logic steps aside just long enough for something deeper within us to speak. Where the answers we've been looking for are already waiting. We just had to be quiet enough to hear them. But the question here is, will we notice? Will we hear them? Or we will dismiss the signs because they don't arrive the way we were expecting. Or we're just so busy that we don't give it the thought that it needed at that moment. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, and we will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. And by the time our time is done here, my hope is that you have the tools, the insight to go forward with a confidence, a clarity, with love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Truly, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus, February the 13th, 2025. And today we have the energy of the 13. The 13 is a very lucky energy. Now, this goes really with, the energy we've had over the last week, right? Sometimes what happens to us under a 13 energy doesn't seem so lucky at all, but it writes us on our path. It allows us to see something that maybe we never would have seen if it weren't for something happening into our life, kicking us over a little bit to the left or to the right, getting us on center with our path. It's only through hindsight you look back on under 13 energy and you realize that was the moment everything changed. That was the moment that you stepped into this new path. And you realize the happiness and the joy that surrounds you at the present moment, and you think this never would have happened if it weren't for that happening. 1 plus 3 is a 4 energy. The 4 energy is about getting our ducks in a row. Absolutely. It could be about home and family, and it could be about, and more strongly, I think it's about finding the true balance in our life and bringing in that balance, and how to bring that balance into our life on a daily basis, and how to look at our time, our energy, our resources, and how we distribute that through different areas of our life in order to feel that balance. And if we look at the daily numerology of the day, it would be a 2 plus a 4 plus a 9, and that gives us the 15 energy. The 15 energy asks us what we are tethered to in the past that doesn't allow us to move forward. It could have been somebody's opinion. It could have been something that somebody pointed out to you once that you did, that you truly thought you were wonderful for doing, and yet they tore you down in some way. They made you feel less than. They told you that people won't like you unless you stop doing that immediately. And so you did. And it's really, one of your superpowers. If you brought it back out and started utilizing it, maybe this happened when you were 5 or 7 or 9 or 11, when you were a child. Well, you've grown a lot since then. So revisit that outdated thought. 1 plus 5 is a 6. The 6th energy is of our habits, our behaviors, our routines, and doing things a little bit differently in our life. Okay, I get this more of not so much habits and behaviors, but more of our routines and finding out, what works best for us. Maybe we want to get something done in the morning so we can free up our afternoons, but we tried to move that afternoon activity to the morning and we just dragged our feet and we got nothing done. We were still doing it in the afternoon. But on the other hand, what happened if we moved something that we drag our feet on in the afternoon to the morning and we just, wow, we got it done in about 15 minutes? It usually took you several hours to walk through the process in the afternoon. And now you have, an hour and a half that you can fill that void with a learning opportunity, or just going out and taking some time for yourself and pampering yourself, or a little bit of exercise, or a little bit of research towards something, or a little bit of work towards something. And so we're looking at, I would be looking at my routines right now, I think, and really looking at where I could make small changes in my routine to be more productive towards my goals, my dreams, my desires. Sun is in Aquarius, our moon is in Virgo, and Mercury semisextiles Neptune today. So Mercury is our mind, right? Our words, our logic. And there's this really soft, beautiful connection with Neptune, the planet of our intuition, our dreams, the unseen. And so when these two come together, when they meet in this conversation, it's not about thinking harder. It's about listening differently. Okay, what we need to know is already here, but it won't come through any kind of force or research or anything like that. It comes through like synchronicities, gut feelings, or we overhear words that land deeper than they were ever meant to. It could have been words in a song, or a sentence that you read, or something you overheard somebody else say to somebody, or maybe it was said to you. Okay, this is the kind of energy that kind of pulls back the curtain and invites us to see through the haze. So you're going, so how do you work with this, Telly? How do you recognize the whispers of intuition when they come? Okay, Mercury is the logical thinker, so Neptune is the dreamer. So our thoughts become very fluid, intuitive, a little less bound by reality. And I think we have to relax. We have to just breathe. We just have to invite silence in once in a while. Answers can surface without any kind of warning. And it could be a decision we have been struggling with. All of a sudden clarity comes in. Or something we've ignored starts making a lot of sense all of a sudden. Okay, the veil between fact and fantasy, or past and present, dreams and what would it be, reality, feels a little thinner. And our words carry a deeper meaning. Our imagination is on fire, okay? Absolutely. We feel alive within our imagination. It's a very creative time. Incredible time for writing, storytelling, journaling, any kind of creative expression, really, painting and putting your thoughts into the creative masterpiece that you are making, whatever it is. Okay, we just don't want to force the clarity. We can't force this energy in, but if we sit in a little bit of quiet and just breathe and just let our subconscious do the work, it will spit out the answer we need, or at least lead us to that answer. Okay, so let things unfold naturally on a day like today, but be more aware of what your inner conversation is like, what you hear within, or what you had the dream of last night. Insights will come in their own time, so just breathe, okay? And misunderstandings can happen. Under this kind of energy, our words kind of get tangled up, or our feelings get tangled up in the words, and things just don't come out the way we want them to. So when we say something, it might not be complete. We might leave parts out, and so assumptions are made, and well, you know how that goes. So if something doesn't feel clear, ask, okay? Don't assume. under this energy. It's never good to assume anyways, but because you make a out of you and me. Definitely trust your intuition. Okay, that inner compass is working overtime for us, and we should be paying attention to it right now. It is leading us in a direction that we do want to go, even if we don't know it right now. So go with the flow. Look for signs. Look for things just serendipitously coming together. Synchronicities. Neptune usually reveals truths in ways that we would never expect. And it's definitely a time to listen, okay? We have one mouth, two ears for a reason, okay? So today we need to zip it a little bit. We need to cut out distractions a little bit. We need to give ourselves that quiet space to just be with ourselves, to ask ourselves some questions. And if we don't get the answers right away, that's okay. That's cool, because we gave ourselves time to process the answers and put them into our mind. Now our subconscious goes to work. We can go off and do something completely different. And when we least expect it, we get that aha moment, that eureka moment, that revelation. So our conversations definitely could have deeper meanings. Read between the lines, please. Creativity, intuition, spiked, absolutely. Trust the ideas that are coming in, popping into your head. Don't assume, clarify when it comes to conversations. And Mercury and Neptune will show us what we need to see. Maybe not in the way we expect, not in the way we demand, but in the way we're meant to receive. And sometimes that's really exactly what we needed. Okay, let's go to the cards. Our underline, I forgot to check what the card was underneath. Okay, well, I guess that's a sometimes kind of thing. Today, our underlying energy is the Six of Pentacles. So where's the balance in your life when it comes to your friendships, when it comes to your commitments, your obligations, what you give, and what is given back or what you receive from your giving? Is it a two-way street? Is it balanced? Is it a win-win? Or are you finding that you are depleting yourself trying to help other people? I hear the word martyr come in, so please don't be the martyr. Okay, under this energy, okay? Yes, it's wonderful to give of ourselves, but we also need to replenish that energy that we are giving, okay, through acts of kindness brought to us. So we have to refuel. You can't be the give, and somebody always has their hand out. So ask the Archangel Michael, because we do have the 14 energy, to come with his mighty sword and just cut all the things that you were tethered to. We have the 15 energy, all the things that you were tethered to, that holds you back, that pulls you down, that burdens you, that weighs you down, or it infringes on your time or your energy or your resources in a way that you end up very much with the short end of the stick. Okay, so look at your relationships and what you give, and somebody said to me the other day, and they said, I really feel sorry for her as an employee, because she usually works an hour and a half a day for free in the first place. So when she asked for time, and I thought, what? Well, she just lessened her hourly wage, and she's not getting paid a lot, so it matters. And that's just somebody taking advantage of somebody else. And if she stepped away, they would have to pay somebody else. So just pay the person who's showing up and doing the work already. I don't know where that came from, but where do you have these things in your life where you go and you take that extra step all the time, and it just really goes unappreciated or unseen or unheard? And is it really worth your time, your energy, to put forth that effort in that relationship? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe you'll come up with the yes, it is. Absolutely, Telly. This relationship is important to me. Is it important to them? Okay, let's get our first card out. Temperance, the 14 energy. How many times did I say this out loud? Simplify. Absolutely. This is having more by having less. This is about finding the true balance for ourselves, not what is dictated by society, how what things we need in our life in order to feel that happiness, that a feeling of balance, that feeling of self-assurance, peace of mind. Everybody likes a vacation, but I went on a vacation and and then I came home for a little bit, and then I went on another vacation, and I just wanted to get home again. I just wanted to get home again. It was like an overdose on vacation, which is quite all right by me, okay, because I've never done that before, and if I got to OD on something, that sounds like a really good thing to OD on. Um, but it disrupted my balance because I just wanted to get home. I started not to look forward to every day in the way I did, even though every day was a mystery and a present unfolding for me. I just wanted to get home, you know, get cuddle with my dogs, and so where do you feel like you're giving a part of yourself when really you crave for that energy for yourself, that time to spend with yourself, to get to know yourself, to love yourself a little bit better, and to treat yourself in ways that maybe you are not pampering yourself now. Okay, the little things matter. We have the Knight of Wands. Well, the Knight of Wands hasn't been here in a while. This kind of says that we are, this is kind of my no man's land. Was coming out quite a bit there for a while, but gosh, it's been months. It's been months, literally months since we've seen this card. Um, so this is my no man's land. So, we have to first of all look backwards and understand the accomplishments, what we have done to this moment, this here and now. Okay, who we've become, who we've been molded into by our past experiences. And we're going to be looking at, where we have a sense of pride about ourselves, where we have a sense of accomplishment, a sense of love about ourselves. And then we're going to look into the here and now. Okay, so we've dismounted our horse now. We were on the path. We stopped. We looked backwards. Now we have to look at where we are at. We want to give thanks for what is around us, just as much as we want to give thanks for the things that have happened in order to get us to the here and now. But before we get back up on our horse, we also want to give thanks for the straight road ahead, for the wisdom and the knowledge and the clarity that is going to come in, for the successes that we are going to embrace. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, here we are. We are the artist. We hold the paintbrush. We are painting our tomorrow beyond the doorway, the threshold of our tomorrow. So we're building the doorway. We are creating that path, one step at a time, one brush stroke at a time. And we take our time to make sure that it is the best of the best worlds that we are possibly going to step into. We show up committed, diligent, giving it the focus and the attention it needs. So in our world, we have to give things the focus and attention it needs. So if we show up to do a job, we have to do the job well right now. Even if you don't think anybody's watching, people are watching, okay? Under this energy, people are always watching, because this is about us transforming our lives by what we show others, who we are made, what we are made of, who we are at the core. Somebody they can rely on, somebody they can lean on, somebody that they can tap into for partnerships to go forward, to create dreams of theirs with our help. And we grow because of it as well. Perhaps it's part of our dream as well. Perhaps we come in and we just have those opposite talents that just make us the perfect team, whatever it might be. And we're not done here. We have work to do. We know it. And so long as we keep showing up day after day, and one brushstroke at a time, we will reach our successes. We will reach our goals. We will reach our dreams and our desires. Remember, this is not a time to put logic towards your dreams and desires. We've had this talk. But I'm going to remind you of that. This is the time, you're holding the paintbrush. Grow the dream. Grow the dream. Keep growing it. I know this is what I'm saying, and I sound like I'm kind of hitting a replay button here lately when I say it, but I'm going to say it the whole month of February to you because it's true. This is the time when you want to dream of the ultimate potential of what you have within you to take you further and beyond anything you ever imagined before. Because the North Node and Neptune are side by side having this conversation. What are the dreams? Does it fit with why I'm here? Does it wrap around or intertwine with my destiny? And if so, how do we step in that direction? And we'll be shown the answers. Hope and Happiness 48, which is a 12 energy. The beautiful energy of the 12 is here and around us. Hope and happiness. And it kind of is. It kind of is more of a relaxing kind of energy. I feel much more relaxed than I have in a while for delivering these readings because, I tap into the energy, so I feel that energy. And so some of it has been very tense energy that I'm giving. And hopefully I am explaining it in a way that allows you to embrace it. So please, if you like what I'm saying, please leave it in the comments or leave a heart. Let me know that I'm making a difference in some way, helping you along your path in some way. Hope and happiness. You've reached a time filled with healing power, healing energy, new progress, satisfaction. You are at the point of festivity. The energy in this phase is very supportive. It promotes this feeling of winning. Let worries and challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that is surrounding you. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all the wonderful promises that are being kept. And celebrate and enjoy your life. Exactly. We'll see what the animals have to say before we go. Call it a day, or I guess we're just starting our day for many. Look at this balance with the moose, the 4 energy, and I was thinking about the core and the true balance. And then the moose shows up saying, yeah, balance. Balance is very important. So where is our moose? Here's our moose. Balance, release, recalibrate, and dignity. I am only one, but still I am one. And I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. Moose tells you it's time for you to realign your purpose. By looking within and noting what you are doing outwardly, you will begin to see where you need to recalibrate your life. Balance is key to enjoying your life, but many times it's lacking. You may feel as if you're on a teeter-totter. Sometimes moods are up, sometimes down. Don't allow a brief moment in time to destroy your balance. Moose walks with dignity. It's a time for you to hold your head high. It's a time for you to stand tall. And it really is a time for you to stand tall. Okay? If nothing else has brought any kind of clarity through this energy, I hope it is the clarity that you are worthy and deserving and more than capable of going after whatever dream that you feel is possible in your mind. This is the energy for actually taking that thought and in some way allowing your maker, God, the angels, the universe, your guides to orchestrate that path for you going forward. It's a beautiful energy today, one where we can pull back a little bit and listen to the whispers of clarity and knowledge come in. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.